Today we're going to do solving systems using a different method, and it's called elimination. We'll do it once with subtraction and or a few times with addition and a few times with subtraction. Now, these linear equations are going to be written in standard form. And if they're written in standard form, it is easiest to solve these equations using this method called elimination. So, for example, hang on, let me get a pen here. I'll give you two equations. 4x minus 3y equals 5, and negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 7. Tavita, if you sat up where Schaefer's sitting, could you see and take notes? If you sat up here, would you be able to see and take notes? Can you trade? Because he needs to be able to see. Okay. This would not be an easy problem to solve with substitution that we did yesterday and the day before, because I don't have y equals, I don't have x equals. So, but if you have a problem where you can line up the x's, line up the y's, line up the equal sign, line up the constants, you can try this method called elimination. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try adding these two equations to each other and seeing if one of the variables ends up going away. I'm trying to eliminate a variable. So 4x minus 2x, 4x plus negative 2x is 2x. Negative 3x plus 3x is 0. I'm sorry, negative 3y plus 3y is 0. So if I can successfully make one of the variables just turn out to be 0, then this method called elimination is going to work. So that's 0. I don't even have to write something down for that column. I bring down my equal sign and I do 5 plus negative 7, or 5 minus 7, and get negative 2. And since my y's are gone, I can now solve for x. 2 times x is negative 2. Divide both sides by 2 and get x is, what's negative 2 divided by 2? Negative 1. Okay? Now to find the y, I take either one of these equations, and I'm going to choose, I guess, the first one. And it says 4x minus 3y equals 5, but x, I know now, is 1. So negative 1. So I substitute that in for this x right here and get 4 times negative 1, minus 3 times y equals 5. And now I can solve for y. Multiply the 4 times the negative 1 and get negative 4 minus 3y equals 5. Add 4 to both sides of this equation to start isolating the y. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0, so now I just bring down my negative 3y equals 9. Divide both sides of this equation by negative 3 and get y is negative 3. And so my answer is x is negative 1 and y is negative 3. Now, a lot of people find this method easier, and you don't have to do so much of the combining like terms. So if your problems are set up right, this method ends up being the easy way to solve problems. Okay? So we're going to try one that is now a subtraction instead of an addition. I'll show you what I mean. And then we'll do a couple until we get up to where we have to fill out our surveys. Okay. New problem. 7x minus 2y equals 5. And 7x minus 3y equals 4. Okay. If I tried adding these two equations like I did on the last example, 7x plus 7x is 14x. Negative 2y plus negative 3y is negative 5y. Neither one of the variables went away. So the next thing I can try instead is subtracting instead of adding. 7x minus 7x is nothing. X has been eliminated. Negative 2y minus negative 3y, I need to do negative 2 minus negative 3. Oh, that's negative 2 plus positive 3. Oh, that's 1y. And then I do 5 minus 4 is 1. Yes, sir? Okay. All right, I have y solved for. And sometimes they come out that quickly if you use a calculator and do your additions or subtractions correctly. So now I'll take one of my equations. I guess I'll take the top equation again. 7x minus 2y equals 5. And y is 1. So I have 7x minus 2 times 1 equals 5. So that's 7x minus 2 equals 5. Do you know what x is? Not yet. Add 2 to both sides of this equation and get 7x equals 7. What's x? Seven times 1 equals 7. So there is that problem solved. Okay, so we've got about 6 more minutes, 5 more minutes. That clock says 4 more minutes. We'll start homework. So this is page 447. 3 to 15. That sounds like a lot of problems. And 50 to 52. Shh. Okay. So on the first set of problems for your homework, they'll tell you whether to add or subtract. So that'll make it a little easier, and then you'll have to figure out for yourself whether to add or subtract. So problem number 3 says x plus 2y equals 13, and negative x plus y equals 5. Okay, it says to add, so we will add these two equations together. What's x plus negative x? They cancel. I get 0. 2y plus y. 2y's plus y. 3y. And 13 plus 5. Okay, so what's y in this case? Divide by 3, and y is 6. Okay, now let's get x. So x plus 2y is equal to 13, and y is now 6. So x plus 2 times 6 is 13. So x plus 12 is 13. What number plus 12 is 13? 1 plus 12 is 13, yes.